Eddie, what was the worst moment you saw?
All right, let's go with Anthony Richardson because a lot of people are saying, what are we thinking here? He's throwing into a team meeting, all right?
Oh!
If it's thrown even further, the corner's going to intercept that, and that right there is a team meeting, I'm telling you right now. I don't think this was tipped. This is just a ball that came out of his hands. There's an interception. It's like you're in the red area inside the 5. Better off maybe running that. This is bad ball right here, fellas.
Bad ball.
We appreciate the gift, though.
Rex, what was your favorite?
Okay, so unfortunately, like a few teams, it's really hard to get really Colts deep dive, clips to kind of unpack and go through. And this is the best I got, quite frankly. So, but I really wanted to use this as a platform to talk more about where the Colts are right now and what's been happening with Anthony Richardson. And it's really uneven, unfortunately. I was really high on the Colts, and I'm not necessarily abandoning them, but Anthony Richardson is really struggling, right? There's no way about it. And the fact that the Colts were even able to win this game is a combination between Caleb Williams and Shane Steichen, right? Being able to win this game with going 10 for 20, 2 interceptions, and a 39 rating and still win. I mean, that's Shane Steichen right there to be able to do. When a quarterback is making those types of throws and you're still able to win, that's your head coach right there. Make no mistake about it. So it's such. I hope Colts recognize and understand, Colts fans, how top level of a coach Shane Steichen is. And that if you can just get a quarterback who can, at the minimum, just consistently get the layups, not even these big time plays, but just get the layups, you're going to win some games. You saw what he was able to do with Gardner Minshew. You saw what he turned Jalen Hurts into. You saw what he's done with Herbert. Like, you don't even need this next level number 1 overall pick. Let's go. You don't even need that. You just need a competent quarterback. It's why so many of these great offensive coaches just love really solid quarterbacks who can just execute what their vision is. And that's what Shane Steichen needs. I'm not saying that you abandon Anthony Richardson. I'm not saying that. Throws like this are concerning, especially when you have one of the best coaches that you could have. You have one of the best offensive-minded coaches who's had success with every single quarterback he's been with. Seriously, he's never failed. So, sorry, I had to wait a second because my phone was going off. So you have to understand that this is the easiest time to evaluate a quarterback. A lot of times when you have a quarterback and you don't know how good they are, it's because you can be concerned about the team and the coach. And you could say, well, I don't know, right? This has happened with many quarterbacks over the years. Is this quarterback a problem? Is he not good enough, or is the coach not good enough? And we see how important coaching in place matters. Look at Sam Darnold. Look at Baker Mayfield relative to what he was. So we know coaching matters. So when you have a great coach and your quarterback is not playing well, that gives you such clarity. It's not the coach. I'm confident it's not the coach, right? So that's the situation that the Colts are in. So it's actually not a terrible situation because you take care of a massive check mark right now. But the Colts right now with Anthony Richardson, they could be winning more games. They could be a better team. And the problem is with Anthony Richardson is it's so boom or bust. He either makes one of the most amazing plays and amazing throws you've ever seen in your entire life. Truly, no exaggeration, or he does something like that. And those swings are brutal, man. It's brutal. It's brutal to coach. It's brutal just to be a teammate. It's brutal to be an owner. It's tough. The way how you feel as a fan, I'm sure you have these big swings, right? I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, what am I doing in this situation? That's how it feels as a player. That's how it feels as a coach. You just don't know what to expect. And the inconsistency, the unpredictability, it just becomes so hard. The defense, the defensive players, the wide receivers, the running backs, the O-line. It's Saturday night. They're going to sleep before the game, and they're thinking to myself, I have no idea what we're getting at the quarterback position. That's what they're saying to their girlfriends. That's what they're saying to their wives. That's what they're saying to their to their friends and family. They're like, yeah, we could absolutely win this game, but I have no idea what our quarterback's going to do. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. It's how the fans feel. The fans are going into this game thinking, I don't know what type of game we're going to get with Anthony Richardson. You know, I'm asking you guys directly, like when you see someone make a throw like that, and all quarterbacks make bad throws. All quarterbacks make bad decisions. But again, when you have it at this rate, I'm curious, like, what are you thinking as a fan? When you see something like that, are you like, what are you doing? What the heck was that? What's happening? And I don't want to harp on Anthony Richardson to be like he's a terrible quarterback, because I'm not saying that. But if you're not getting it with someone like Shane Steichen, who's going to give you layups, who's going to simplify your decision making, right? He had Jalen Hurts take care of the ball. And he's still giving you room to be special. He's still giving you the opportunity to do the big time plays. It just falls on the quarterback. It falls on Anthony Richardson. He's 50% completion percentage right now. It's just not good enough. You know, I mean, he had a guy wide open in this game. Wide open. And yet he somehow threw the ball to wide open defenders. I've never seen, the commentator was stunned because he goes, he's got a man wide open, and he like stumbles and he throws it to the defender. Like literally the guy who was commentating was just like, I don't even know what I just saw, because it was a wide open receiver who was like, oh my God, this is wide open. And he somehow then threw the ball to the wide open defender. I mean, I was like, wait a second, what just happened here? It's just tough. And the fact that you do that, and yet you still win the game, is remarkable. It is truly remarkable. So he just has to figure out a way how to not be so boom or bust, right? Big play or nothing, all or nothing, and figure out how to get these layups. Because I can't imagine he could consistently miss these easy throws. He's missing throws that you make in high school, honestly. And I'm not trying to bash. Like, again, you can go look up my previous videos on the Colts. You can see the things that I was saying going into this season. And it's not to say that it can't be turned around, but something has to change. And it's not just all on Shane Steichen to figure it out. It's not. He's doing everything he can in this situation. We've seen him with every quarterback. We've seen him make moves. So this is on Anthony Richardson. This is on him to figure out, what do I need to do? What can I do to put my team in a better position to consistently win? They do that. They get just more consistent quarterback play. I mean, they could be competing right now. They absolutely could be. They could be competing. Look, Kevin O'Connell got a quarterback. Boom. They're the best team in the NFL right now. Kevin O'Connell is also a top coach in the NFL. Sam Darnold was seen as a scrub, as a nothing, as a barely a backup. And now look at him. He's literally leading the league in the MVP right now. And it's not like Sam Darnold's a super powered quarterback, but that's what happens when you get a quarterback who can play football and with a coach who knows how to coach. You don't need a Patrick Mahomes, and yet you can still do some damage. So I'm curious to see what the Colts do moving forward, what Anthony Richardson does moving forward. But they'll, again, look at Bryce Young and the Panthers. They bench Bryce Young. They put in Andy Dalton, quarterback who, again, has 1 foot out of the league right now, but a seasoned veteran. Instantly look better. They instantly look better and beat the Raiders. Who the Raiders beat the Ravens. So the Ravens are not some trash team, and the Raiders beat them. So, and then the Panthers beat the Raiders with Dalton. So it matters. I'm just curious. Do they give it this whole year? Do they, bench him? Like what do you want to see the Colts do? Like, that's really my direct question to you as well. What do you want the Colts to do from a team perspective, from a quarterback perspective? And again, I'm not saying that he should be benched or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to say. but I'm just curious, what are you thinking from a fan perspective? What is going through your mind right now? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.